Do you know that you have a right to refuse to take your photo even at a public conference? Are you also aware that you are at liberty to share or withhold your personally identifying information? Those and more constituted the conversations during the Data Protection and CEO Forum 2025, held under the theme, Your Data, Your Right, Empowering Uganda for a Privacy-Driven Digital Future. And one of the crucial points was how long it would take before data privacy becomes a norm in Uganda.
You have a right as a data subject, one, to withdraw your consent, but also to provide consent. So if you come into a room and your pictures are being taken, you have a right to object to your picture being taken. You have a right to rectification even of your personal data. If your personal data has incorrect information, let's say NIRA has incorrect names about you, you have a right. You have a right to say, no, this information does not relate to me. We must know that, one, responsibility also lies with me. If I give wrong information to NIRA, then there's a reason for them to charge you. However, if I give and I have evidence that I actually gave you correct information, rectification of that information should not be chargeable.
Africa has a young population who are early adopters, but is our tech infrastructure supporting their adaptation? Sadly, internet connectivity is still lacking, hence a large usage gap, and trust is crucial in bridging this gap.
The only way to build trust is to ensure that you have consistent discussions, transparency in how you're doing your operations with the different stakeholders to be able to demonstrate that level of trust that is needed. And then in-depth engagement, I think, will drive trust levels higher.
Data protection and privacy are seemingly foreign aspects. So while the Act has been passed, what more can CEOs and the government do to gain fruitful results?
Safeguard data at every stage. That is collection, storage, transmission, and disposal. Policy and governance. Develop robust data protection policies tailored to your organization needs. Training and awareness. Educate your teams on the importance of data privacy and regulatory compliance.
There is also a need to review the funding of the data commissioners because a lot of countries in the region have set up data commissioner offices, but unfortunately the organizations remain very poorly funded, and this slows down the activities in terms of development of regulations and implementation of this policy.
We have started a process of sensitization. We are under the Ministry of ICT and we have the Personal Data Protection Office, but we as UCC decided in our mandate that let us hold the bull by the horns. Let us handle those in our sector. Let us start talking to them. We first started with our commission staff to know what information do you collect. This information should not only relate to information you see online. Even when someone enters at the gate and you obtain information from them, ask yourself these questions. Am I obtaining this information for a lawful purpose? Is this information necessary? Have I collected it for a specified purpose? If I have this information, how long am I keeping it for?
In 2019, the Data Protection and Privacy Act was enacted. It is time that the policy and its accompanying guidelines do more than sit on paper. Does this mean biting implications, lawsuits, and worried data users? Only time will tell. But the meat of the matter is that privacy is no longer a luxury. Joan Salmon, NTV Business.
Abakulu abatwala Jumo, bannamawulire baseba ne bannyabo